Hey friends! So today's look is inspired by dandelions and inspired by Jordy from Likely Makeup. I'm wearing an all kind of yellow look. I did a live stream with it earlier. But today's video, we're going to be digging deep into one of my older favorites videos. I found an April favorites video from 8 years ago. So I went into my old YouTube account and I found a favorites video that I did this month 8 years ago. So we're gonna laugh about it. We're gonna have a good time. Also, if you're wondering where I got these earrings, if you go to my Twitter account, which is linked below, the Twitter account of the person, it's in a pinned tweet. If you want to get guillotine earrings with your favorite billionaire, check them out. So like I said, we have a video from 8 years ago, April of 2012. Oh boy. And this actually, I was also doing vlog every day in April back then as well. And this was an
unedited video.
So it's a 7.5 minute video that I filmed, literally just 7 minutes to talk about my favorite products from that month. So we're gonna see how I did at not editing myself. Probably wasn't very good, but we're gonna see. So, and it has 1,039 views.
What's up, y'all? Today's video is going to be completely unedited because I have to leave for Seattle because I'm going to see Ben Queller and Nora Gunderson with Andy and Laura and Rachel and Caleb and Neil? I don't know. But
why was I so hype? This is when I was like trying to do vlog every day in April, and I realized I probably shouldn't have been doing it because I was like, I need to film a video, but I can't edit it. I have no time, so I'm just gonna film it and post it, and here we go. I would never do that now. Like I always have to edit my videos. I cannot put a video. I might as well live stream at that point. Like I couldn't post a video without editing it because I would just feel weird. Because my content, so much of it, I love doing editing. Like, anyway, let's keep going.
Favorites, unedited, yeah, okay. So,
unedited favorites.
Skincare things that have been my favorite this month. The first is Lush hand food, not Lush.
That's not Lush. Soap and Glory.
What am I talking about?
This was also still when I was like super obsessed with Soap and Glory and just the whole idea of Soap and Glory, because I was like, it's kind of a British company, but I'm not sure about it. So like, hand food was a really good hand cream though, I will say.
Soap and Glory hand food. It smells nice. I've talked about it before.
Definitely smells nice.
It's so wonderful. I love it a lot.
Also, can we talk about my outfit here? Like, I was the queen of pastels back then. I don't know. It's so wild how I look older than I do now. I get comments about that and I'm like, thank you everyone. Thank you for saying that I reverse aged, because this was 22-year-old me and I am 30-year-old lady for another month because I'm gonna be 31 at the end of May. But yeah, I dressed like a grandma. Why did I dress like a grandma at the age of 22?
Next thing, actually, I got it the other day. I've only used it once, but I particularly like it. It is my very first fresh face mask from Lush.
My very first Lush fresh face mask.
I got this when I turned in my 5 empty pots of Dream Cream and the like. And it's like...
Okay, so this is 2012. This is 8 years ago. I had already finished 5 pots of Dream Cream at that point. I have been using Dream Cream for probably 10 years at this point. So anybody ever tries to like question my loyalty to Lush,
bitch,
I've been using Dream Cream since I was like 20 years old. And it is good. Great, and I love it. And if they ever discontinue it, I will literally riot outside the factory in Vancouver.
Weird green color. There's like matcha powder in it.
Sacred Truth.
Not matcha.
There wasn't matcha in
like
it. Stupid.
There's green tea in it and honey and eggs and yogurt and shea butter and coconut oil, lavender oil, a whole bunch of awesome shit.
Yeah, Sacred Truth is a great face mask. Sacred Truth is a great fresh face mask. I would always recommend it to people when they came in with dry skin or skin that was just kind of like having issues with fine lines or just general dryness or like dullness. Not like sensitive dry. Here I thought I was like, oh, it's gonna be good for sensitive dry skin. It's fine. For my skin, it's still a little bit too active to use on a regular basis. But if you're somebody who has dry skin that isn't sensitive, Sacred Truth is the shit.
But this one is called the Sacred Truth. And the girl at the Lush place told me that that is good for people with dry skin and like maturing skin, because apparently if you don't have oily acne-ridden skin, you're old.
Even I was noticing the like weird different categories of skin companies that had put into people's heads, where it's like you need stuff for either to control oil or acne, or stuff to moisturize and anti-age. So I was like, you either have acne or you're old. Like, that's is bullshit, okay? Skincare brands that like put you into a box, fuck them. The Lush place.
The next thing is an all conjunction thing, but I will first talk about how much I love this Face Atelier.
Oh my god,
Face Atelier. And this is in the color porcelain. I'm not taking it out because I need to save it because I am poor.
Face Atelier, oh my god, I don't know if they're still around. I think they are, but there was a period when I was like obsessed with this one brand, Face Atelier, and I did buy one of their foundations, and it's still a good foundation, but it was way too like intense, not cakey, but just like a lot for day-to-day basis. There was a time when I was like truly trying to find the perfect liquid foundation. I tried the Revlon Color Stay. I tried the Almay skin clearing one, which was gross. I used Physicians Formula creams for a bit, and then I found this foundation and I was like, it doesn't have sunscreen in it? Yes. And I used it. I bought a bottle of it. I never finished it because I started using BareMinerals at that point, but Face Atelier was a brand that I
coveted. Oh my god.
It was a brand that like you could really only get from like makeup artists too. So like I bought it from a makeup artist that I knew. Like I met up with her at her like office in Tacoma. It was very weird. It was a fine foundation. It was just a little too much for me.
It's not the cheapest.
It was like $40, like $45.
Thank you so much, Cami, of Cami Loves Kiwi.
Cami Love, is she doing anything anymore? I don't even know.
Crap. I can't even, oh my. But it is a silicone-based foundation.
I really needed editing at this point. It's so good. That would have been so much funnier if I had like a jump cut or like a Ken Burns zoom, you know? Like,
I could have made that funny.
you know what would be kind of funny? Maybe not this video, but if I found another video that was like poorly edited, if I like re-edited it now with all my styles now, maybe.
That apparently silicone, the molecules in silicone, are too big to like penetrate pores, so like it doesn't.
Which is why they make
absorb
primers with
by your
silicones.
pores,
There you
and
go.
it's good for sensitive skin. I have not broken out from this. I've used it for almost a solid week, and I'm incredibly pleased with this. I mix it with my vitamin E moisturizer from the Body Shop because it is.
Oh, this is when I was using like all my skincare from the Body Shop. Their stuff was like just overpriced for what it was. Like, it's not that good. Also, like, this was before I got on the Lush skincare train. Pre-Lush, I was using Body Shop for sure. And it's fine. Probably within the next year or so after this, I started working at Lush. So
heavy, and I don't need that much coverage, but you really only need a little bit, so paying that much is okay. It justifies it. And I'm actually also thinking of getting the Ultra Sheer in Champagne because it's so damn pretty.
even then I was like, I felt so bad about spending so much money on makeup at that point, and I was like,
Oh, I can justify it if I, like, stretch it out and, like, add it to moisturizer.
like, just buy the makeup you want, girl. Like, you don't have to, like, try and justify it to the people. Like, if you want to buy it, fucking buy it.
But yeah, so that with my vitamin E moisture cream stuff. And what I've been applying that with is my Sigma F80.
Oh, bitch! I just used this in the cream look video. I still have that brush. And it's still good, and I still like it, and it still works. The brushes I have owned the most of kind of like one style of brush has been like a tapered blending brush similar to like the MAC 217 for reference. I have a ton of brushes that are similar to that shape. And then I have a ton of foundation brushes that are like kind of flat top or rounded top, kabuki. I have that one. I have an e.l.f. one, a Wet n Wild one, a Spectrum, a bunch of Real Techniques ones. So I go through blending brushes and foundation foundation brushes probably more than any other kind of brush. This brush I still have.
You guys have all seen this. This is like everywhere on the tubes.
On the tubes.
But it is wonderful. It's perfect to apply because it's just dense enough and it's just like stiff enough. That's what she said. But this is wonderful for
I
applying.
would have edited that.
Yeah, it just blends wonderfully, and this is the perfect color for me. It's pinker than all the other light foundations I've found. Like NARS Siberia is like yellow and pale, too pale for me even. I don't know. But also with that, what I've been enjoying is the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder.
This was simpler times again, y'all. This is simpler times, and people were using different kinds of makeup. This was also a time when, like, there wasn't nearly as much just variation in foundation colors. So I also had a hard time finding foundation shades that were my shade. I also feel like I was paler back then, or at least I was wearing a paler foundation. There was not that many shades that were that light that weren't yellow, at least not in the drugstore. Like the Revlon Color Stay was like the only one I could find, and then the Almay one was okay, but again kind of yellow. Just everything was so yellow in the drugstore, which is funny because I'm wearing yellow all over my face.
That I used to set my foundation mainly just in my T-zone because I like keeping my cheeks nice and glowy and pretty and dewy.
Same.
Yeah, that's a word that I use. But this is in just the transparent one, just the lightest color. It's really nice. It's a nice little compact. I wish I could take it out and put it in a prettier one because I have a pretty one that it would fit in. Speaking of dewy cheeks, I'm the best at transitioning. Holy shit. Speaking of dewy cheeks.
Oh, I was so good at transitioning.
Oh my god. Illamasqua. That did not sound like a word. Illamasqua cream blush in Laid. They have the most, them and NARS have the most inappropriate names for their fucking blushes.
Inappropriate names for their fucking blushes. Yeah, I was much more of a prude back then, even though I was like, deep throat. I guess I did have an Illamasqua blush, cream blush at one point. This, again, this was when I was like really into the idea of cream blushes, even though like I don't wear them now. It's just funny. It's just funny looking back at like, I wanted all the cream blushes at this point, but now I'm just like,
Laid, they have one called Hussy, and it's just inappropriate, but
inappropriate.
I find it funny and cheeky. But these are cheeky. Oh my, that was awesome. Cheeky. They're blushes. They go on your cheeks. But this is a really pretty, like, deep, bright rose color, and I'm wearing it today. You can't really tell because the light is kind of blown out. But I really like this, and I got it when Sephora was having a sale.
I was such an awkward person. Just such an awkward person. And still, I had an issue with the light being blown out. They're like, I was using natural light. With this video, which with all my old videos, before I moved, I think, I started using my ring light when I still lived at home. I've had this ring light for like 6 years, and this is all I've used. But before that, I would just sit on my floor and have my window open and film with my window open. So natural light was all I had, and I've always liked the lighting that I've had in my videos. I feel like I've always had a decent lighting setup, whether it was natural or this, you know.
Another blush that I have fallen in love with is open.
I couldn't open it.
I need to have this unedited. Warm Soul from MAC.
Such a good blush. We've talked about it. Y'all know.
Nail polishes. These
nail
two
polishes.
Essie's Gold as It Gets. I got it in my Birchbox last month, and I've been really liking it. I put it over like a copper metallic
gold glitter
nail polish. And then this one is Teddy Girl from Butter London.
Oh,
really pretty.
Like a pale milky pink nail polish for my nails. Ugh, no, why would I want that? That sounds like not a good time. On my pale ass skin, that would look like the saddest. Oh, I hate light nail polish. I either want my nail polish to be like mid-toned or dark as fuck. I haven't painted my nails in like a week, so this is what my nails look like right now because I've run out of fake nails. I liked all like the pastel nail polish colors. I was just perpetual pastel bitch back in the day.
Who am I?
Pretty. I was gonna say pink, and then I went to pretty, and then it just didn't come out.
Pink.
Pretty and pink. Yeah. The only eye product that I'm going to discuss is MAC's Melon Pigment because it's freaking gorgeous. Yeah.
I think I still have that.
And then some lip products. First one is this lip pencil in nude from Boots No. 7. It's the Line and Define color. It's just a nude lip liner.
I think I might have that still.
And Georgia from Oshnocalypse. Is that how you say it, Georgia? Am I saying it wrong? And then this pencil that I talked about in a video recently, the Milani Lip Flash pencil. This is in a flash. It's like a bright purpley fuchsia, glittery shit. Crazy.
Bright fuchsia purple glitter lip pencil.
What?
I'm almost positive I have that Boots fucking eyeliner though. I know I have Melon Pigment because I have Melon and then I have Antique Gold from MAC from many, many years ago. But, oh my god, that's so funny.
And then last but not least, this is the last but most, is Watch Me Simmer from MAC. Just look at it. It just bask in its glory.
I was so over the top back when I was talking about lipsticks. I was just obsessed with fucking bright ass coral lipsticks. And I know part of it was because A, that's just like what a bunch of people were using. And also, I'm almost positive anything that Rachel Whitehurst like wanted and wore in her videos, I was like, I want that too. I should have said like in my like what YouTubers made me buy things, I should have mentioned like Rachel back in the day, like any coral lip product. But it's hilarious that I was like, this lipstick, Watch Me Simmer, I'm pretty sure I don't have it anymore. I'm pretty sure I decluttered it. Like the only MAC lipsticks I have are like nude ones, Viva Glam 1, Rebel, and like a brownie one I have. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't have any of the like super bright. Rebel is the brightest one that I still have. Everything else I have decluttered just because I don't wear bright lipstick anymore. It is weird, like looking back at like when I was just so into like the idea of the brightest lipstick possible. I bought Candy Yum Yum. I hate that lipstick now. I did declutter that one. Different times, y'all. Different times. People wanted the brightest, the absolute most neon. The more neon, the better. Now, everything is different.
Coral. Like, I thought Hibiscus was the perfect coral last summer. What the hell? Like, I don't even need any more lipsticks. But this, it's like when I saw it and I was like, I need you. Where have you been all my life?
Where have you been all my life?
The hell, man? So, you suck, Mac, but you rock for this. Just for this. So, oh my god, that ended up being not ridiculously long. I talked really, really fast. But I'm gonna go to a show now, and I'm probably not even gonna, like, put this in Final Cut. Bam! This is like direct upload, except more high quality. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!
Direct upload. That was back also when YouTube had a thing where you could literally go into the YouTube app and then hook up your like photo booth and literally record on YouTube and it would direct upload. Like that's what it was. Oh my god, that was a thing. That's not a thing now. Now it's just streaming. Like you can't just directly record into YouTube. That's wild. So that was a favorites video from 8 years ago. I hope you enjoyed that. That was hilarious for me. Just looking at how much my style has changed. I don't use, the only thing I still use is that brush. Maybe that lip liner on occasion. I should probably get rid of it, but I don't wear lip liners that much. Like the fact that I like was favoriting a lip liner back then, I'm like, who is this person? Like I never use lip liners ever because I hate it. I'll keep doing these. I like doing them. I think they're fun. I think it's fun to look back at like maybe each year or something because this was 8 years ago. The other video was 9 years ago. So maybe I'll just keep going and we'll kind of go down memory lane, you know, because I've been on YouTube for a long time. So yeah, and y'all could see all my different hair colors. That's what we'll do. We'll make it into a series each year.
Hey.
So for today's song of the day, let me see what today's song of the day could be. Today's song of the day comes off this playlist I made the other night. I was just feeling sappy, and I went through and I found a bunch of albums from like all local bands that have just been like my friends and I've seen and I've kind of like developed with over the last 10 years since I started shooting live music. I made a playlist. It's on Spotify. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Coyote from the Lonely Forest. Now this band doesn't play out anymore. Love them. They were like the first band I photographed live. Love them so much. But this song was on their second full-length Arrows, and it's so good. If you love that kind of like Jimmy Eat World-esque type emo indie rock stuff, highly recommend going through the Lonely Forest like catalog. I love them so much, and they will always hold a special place in my heart. So Coyote from the Lonely Forest is your song of the day, but again, I'll leave the whole link to the playlist below if you want to listen to some other stuff. I hope you liked today's video. If you are new here and would like to see more of my content, please hit that subscribe button and please join this little family of people, this little crew. We're pretty cool here, I think. Guys? Bueller? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. That would help me out a whole lot. Thanks so much to my patrons. As always, I appreciate you so much. So yeah, everything on my face will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.